if your job ad is not pushing away 50% of people who read it, it's not a good job ad. And the only thing to play with is the placement of the ask, right? So if you put the ask at the very, very bottom and you're hiring for a high level, high skilled position, someone who's more likely to be busy and not really desperate to change jobs, the risk is that if the ask is too far down on the job ad, you can miss some really high quality applicants. So a workaround there, instead of, sometimes you're going to have really good people that have really good experience apply, right? So have someone on your team, give them a list of people that they should follow up with that applied but didn't follow the process, right? And have them manually follow up with that person and say, hey, we were looking into your resume, we saw you applied. We have a specific process though to consider you for an interview. So if you're serious, and then paste the requirements in, because unfortunately not everyone's going to just beg to work with you, especially the higher caliber talent. So just if you can have one, and this is something I learned from Cameron, which is very important. If you want to get a high level position, like a high level attorney who's not desperate to switch jobs, which are usually the better people, resend them the expectations for them to qualify for an interview. And everything else that Lance said, I can like triple vouch for from what I've learned from mentors of mine, is the push away. They have to do something to qualify for the interview, and your mind will be blown how much time it saves you than vetting resumes. The low, like a $10, you want to know a $10 an hour task we talk about? It's vetting interviews. Okay, so vetting job applications, right? Resumes. That is a $10 an hour task, right? It's a $10,000 an hour task is creating criteria that's through which someone else can vet resumes. So, okay. So when it comes to setting pay expectations, first thing to stop doing, if you're doing it, you can only put maximum salary range on a job description of 10%. Okay, so you can only put 60 to 65K as a range on a job description. You can't put 60 to 100K on a job description that you post online, or a big range. I'm just telling you that as a big mistake that I learned that I made. So you want to be very, very crystal clear and only have a maximum 10% wiggle room on the salary you put on a job description. That's the first thing. David, the next thing is to be crystal clear, right, with if there are any incentives tied to the position, right? The goal is to actually overshoot on the job, on the salary range that you put on the job, overshoot that based on what they would get if they overperformed and got bonuses, okay? So if you have any bonus plans in place, right? Let's say you have a 5-star review bonus for every time a client leaves a 5-star review for you that mentions someone's name at the firm. That is a bonus, right? Bonuses on new sign cases. There's bonuses on 5-star reviews. Maybe there's a bonus on net promoter score. If you start rolling out customer experience rollouts so you can measure how happy your clients are, you would want to work backwards from any incentives or potential bonuses you have. And then you'd want to tell, here's the salary range of this position if you're performing to our expectations and getting 1 review a month, 1 happy client, or whatever. And then you would tell them that if you don't perform, you won't be with the firm any longer. So you won't have to worry about making less if you don't hit the bonuses, right? So the second thing, and this is crazy, but we're rolling it out today, I don't even think Jessica knows this, is I'm going to give you guys the secret freaking solution right now. Like, this is like crazy. Okay. All right. Oh my God. Oh, you guys are so lucky. I can't believe you get this. All right. I'm about to give you like a game-changing lesson here. Okay. If you want your team to become recruiters for you, right? Here's how you do it. Okay. You will pay your team 50% of the salary of a new hire that they help get through their network or through their networking. You will pay them 50% of the salary, first year salary of that person. So if the person's coming in at 60K, you will pay them $30,000. You want to talk about getting your team's attention? You will pay them 30 grand. Now here's the thing. You will pay 30 grand over 5 years. Okay? 1/5 of the 30 grand will be received 12 months from the day of the hire. The next 1/5 of the 30 grand will be received 24 months after the hire, 36 months after, 48 months after, and 60 months after. Okay? So you will pay out $6,000 a year if your team recruits a $60,000 team member, okay, for 5 years, so long as two things are true. Number one, the person that they hired sticks with the company. And number two, so long as they are still with the company. So what this does is it is an employee retention tool for you, where every member of your team who has referred someone to work with your firm has a bonus every single year for 5 years. They're incentivized to stick with the firm. They're incentivized to promote that the other person sticks with the firm, and they become an evangelist of the company. All right. So this is the end of the session. Too much value. So, I mean, that is the craziest, most effective thing.